All right, you guys, welcome back to the Dabs podcast. I am your host, Amelia Perez. As always, welcome. And I have a special guest here today, so I want to thank you guys for coming back to me, taking back to my channel. As you know, I've been gone for a while. You know, life happens, but I'm grateful to come back. And of course, I have my guest here, Ray. Ray, say what's up to the people, my guy.
Hello, what's up?
Hey, this is my homie Ray. We've known each other, well, we haven't seen each other in a long time, but I've known this guy a long time as well. How long has it been, man?
Shit.
When did I meet you? Like in 06?
No.
Was it?
No, it wasn't that, because I wasn't drinking in 06.
Oh, shit. How old were
But
you?
it's been like 10 years.
Yeah, right?
Yeah,
that we
for
known
sure.
each other, right?
Yeah.
So 2016 or something like that.
Yeah.
I would have to say, but yeah. I met Ray through the homie Crystal. Shout out to the homie Crystal and shit.
Good friends.
Yes, dude.
A big chapter in my life for sure.
Yeah, dude.
And yours for sure, because you've known her longer.
Oh yeah, the homie. Yeah, I can't get her. I can't get her to get on the podcast. She doesn't want to come on. You know, she's not.
She would say some funny shit.
But she doesn't want to come. You know, the homie is just like not one of those people that likes to get on camera. So
even though she looks so cool all the time, I don't know why.
I mean, I try to tell her, but one day, you know, she also has shout out to Mother of the Ocean. She also has a business, CMOS Joe. Have you ever had CMOS?
No, but I've heard of it.
No? What have you heard about it?
I know it's like something beneficial for you, right? It's like just ingest it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You pretty much eat it or drink it, whatever.
Yeah.
I used to have it in my orange juice. She makes it different ways, but yeah, it's like has like 100 plus nutrients. It's something that she makes, and it's part of her like resume. So shout out to her. And yeah, if you're interested in CMOS and its benefits, if you have like gut problems, it helps you with like gut problems and like regulating your body and stuff like that. So go to Mother of the Ocean. She gives you better information than I can. I'm not really a good like infomercial person, but shout out to the homie. And you got to do the plug. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Homie, you know,
I mean, and that kind of stuff, you can't skip out on that. You got to at least try it.
Yeah, you have to. And I did, and I do. She does it more, obviously, but I've tried it, and I think it's a really good deal, especially if you need to, like, if you have, like, diabetes, if you have health problems. I think it's good to be proactive, stuff like that. Yeah. You know what I mean? But that's where we met, and we used to party way back when. We don't really party as much anymore.
No, I mean, still partying a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
But, yeah, we met in the party. So, man, that was a lot of partying.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember a lot of it. That's how you know. We used to party a lot.
Oh, yeah, dude. I don't
a lot of nights super stoned in that apartment with Crystal. Mm. Man, that was...
Our 20s were, they were a ball.
Yeah.
How old are you now, my dude?
I'm 33.
33, yeah. So we were fucking up young Ray when we were a little older, because I'm 36, and Crystal's like, I want to say 34.
She looks fucking young. Like,
yeah.
Really young. You look really young, too. You can get away with all kinds of shit.
I mean, I still get carded, which is some bullshit, you know, but
yeah,
you have other problems. But I still get carded for drinks, which I think is kind of crazy. Like, I don't think I look younger than 21.
Nah, you're good.
I think
Who
that's
knows?
a little excessive.
Who fucking knows? If it's dark,
it's
people get away with all kinds of shit.
That's true, but
who knows?
I'm like, ma'am, I'm 36, you know. But let me see right, like really.
I could own this motherfucker.
One time, hey, this guy literally made me go get my ID at 7-Eleven. He was not gonna give me my drink. I was like, you're such a dick, man. Like, what the fuck? But I guess he was doing his job. But
shit, I don't gotta worry about that. I don't gotta get carded for shit anymore.
Well, because of the beard.
Yeah, I think so.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, you got all this, he's got to be over 21.
It at least took you more than a couple of years to get all those tattoos.
Yeah, it took you a while.
Yeah.
Well, it took me a while.
My
broke ass took me a while.
Hey, dude. And time and money, but time too. It takes a lot of time. You know what I mean? He's wearing pants today, so I'm not going to see all his tattoos, but we're going to see some.
Oh, yeah, you can't see them all.
No, you can't. My man, where did you grow up? Where are you from?
Okay, so I actually grew up in Compton, which is my dad's side of the family is still there. They're still doing their thing. But yeah, I grew up in Compton until we moved around from Linwood, next to Linwood. And then we moved all over the place, to be honest. But that's where I grew up until my mom remarried. Okay. And then we moved to Orange County. But so then that was like where the second part of my life started. That was a whole nother shit. Being in Compton is more like you're kind of just learning to mind your own business, so nothing happens to you.
Yeah, from Compton to Orange County is a big it's a big jump.
It's a big jump, and then you're like seeing cars and stuff on the street. And you're like, whoa! Look.
You got people with money.
Mind blower, yeah. Or the houses, just like crazy.
That's pretty good though. I mean, that's a sick come up to go from Compton to Orange County. So shout out to your parents.
My freaking mom.
For being able to do that.
Well, they went to Santa Ana, so we were still like, it wasn't in the hood though. There's some parts of Santa Ana you got to be careful in. But we were in a chill spot. It was nice. Like we had a little park across the street, so it was cool. We could walk out at night. It was pretty nice.
Yeah, Santa Ana was like borderline, but it's still a come up from Compton for sure.
Oh fuck yeah! It was the same. It was so sad growing up in Compton. You see the same like drugged out dudes for years, just doing the same thing. It's like fuck.
Damn.
But I haven't been back in a minute except to visit my dad. But that's just once you exit Santa Fe, his house is down that street. So I haven't been through all the old streets. It's terrifying.
Shout out to the homies that live in Compton. I used to go out there a lot and visit the homies. Blue and Lupe, they still, I don't know if they still live out there, but last time I checked they did. Shout out, even if you don't, they rep it, the 310, you know what I mean? I used to go there all the time, but I don't miss it per se.
My mom's number's still 310 area code.
Yeah.
She hasn't changed it. She won't change it.
I mean, you can't, if you don't need to change your number, I understand, because you know what, you never know who's going to want to reach you after all these years, and you want to have the same number, so I'm that way. I've had the same number forever, so.
I had this one a good minute, but I used to change numbers all the time because I would like change if a new phone came out.
Yeah.
I would, how back they used to do it
back in the day. You used to have to, right?
Yeah, if you wanted a sidekick, you had to have T-Mobile.
You're right. Fucking sidekicks, dude.
I'm gonna get that sidekick. So T-Mobile was, even if you just signed up to get the Razor, you're like,
fuck, the Razor. I remember that shit, man. We used to have the dope shit.
The phones were sick.
You know what I mean?
So sick.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, all the phones now are all the fucking same. All you do is text, check your bank account, watch porn, and fucking.
He's not lying.
I know, right? You only do the same shit, paying $1,400 for a phone. Unbelievable.
It's freaking crazy. You know what?
I'll still buy that shit though.
I won't pay $1,400 for a phone, but you know what? This one right here, it might have cost me that much. Actually, I say that, but I think I got a promo, so it's gonna end up being like $500 instead.
That's not bad.
But you have to, do it for 2 years.
Yeah.
If not, you forfeit it and you have to pay the remaining balance. The fine print. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're like, your bill comes out, you're like, what in the hell happened?
Yeah, if you try to terminate, so they have you to a certain degree.
Yeah.
Dude, so Compton, I grew up Southgate, so very similar, very close. I used to go to Linwood for therapy.
Damn.
Yeah, I had anger management therapy when I was...
No way.
Yeah, dude.
You seem so peaceful and shit. I'm shook.
Hey, anybody who...
That's news to me. That's a fucking mind blower.
You know what, dude? When I was little, dude, I had some anger problems. Just because, and one day I'll tell the story in the podcast, but I'm a foster kid. You know that, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So sometimes I would just I couldn't take people would pick on me. Just because my skin tone, you know what I'm saying? And
you're tan. The
dude,
level of tan.
The melanin, you know what I mean? Kids can be assholes. So when I went to Bryson Elementary, there was kids that would pick on me because I was black, and there wasn't a lot of black kids out there in Southgate. There was a lot of obviously Hispanic.
And our generation was ruthless.
Yeah,
It wasn't even if it wasn't like some racist shit. It was just to bust your ass.
Yeah,
just to bust your.
Ass. It wasn't like deep racist shit, But I think that Hispanics sometimes are racist, and that's just that's a whole other fucking.
That's a big can of worms
episode, but and I can tell you that from my experience growing up in a Hispanic home, still hearing racist ass shit being said.
Yeah.
But hey, don't worry about it. We're not talking about you, and it's like that person that you're talking about looks just like me, so it's kind of hard to differentiate. But yeah, I used to be angry because of that, because I got picked on because people would say shit. So I remember I went into this thing where I would kick guys in the balls a lot when I was little.
Oh shit!
Yeah, when I was a little kid, dude, I had like I don't know a whole year where that's just how I responded. Like if you picked on me, if you were a dick,
right,
I was kicking you right in the gonads, dude, and they fucking sent me to anger management, dude, for reals. I remember being in the 5th, 6th grade, dude. Yeah, it was. I'm not proud of it, but hey, you know what? Like, I was tired of it, dude. Kids could be assholes, and they would say the N-word and say all this crazy ass shit.
One time I bit some kid on the fucking jungle gym when I was a kid. I'll never forget it. Yo, for real. We were running towards the little swing set, and he like pushed me off. I bit his little ass dude, and I was like this tall. Okay, so there's no business. I shouldn't remember that shit.
Yeah.
That shit was preschool.
Yeah.
Knee high, like little dude.
Oh, you were little.
Yeah, real little. That shit is in here.
I mean,
goes to show you how one little thing will just from your childhood will just.
I'll never forget that. Never forget that.
Yeah.
I got in trouble because.
So we've all done bad shit.
Yeah.
As kids, that's how you learn.
I don't feel bad for what I did to defend myself, and I don't really take it out on the kid anymore. But fuck it, I had to do what I had to do, dude. Again, kids were ruthless. You're either gonna do something about it, or you're gonna continue to get picked on. So.
It's a wild time.
Yeah.
It's a wild time when you're as a human being, like being a little kid in school and shit.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
It's tough.
Teacher type shit is there, but you're winging it
on
bro.
the playground.
You're
yeah, dude, you're just
it.
doing your best, man. And so they fucking said, "Oh, Amelia has anger problems." Yeah. So they fucking took me and fucking put me in therapy, and they would take me out of class and we would play Uno, me and the therapist, and she would ask me questions and try to dig deep into my subconscious. And then my mom had to go to St. Francis Hospital. Mm-hmm. And although I remember, I will never forget, rest in peace, moms, I'll never forget, that was our time together, like, because I had 4 siblings that lived in the house, so it was always busy, so you didn't get mom to yourself a lot. So that was the time where I got mom with myself. And we'd go to Carl's Jr., which she fucking loved.
Just
Carl's Jr. used to fucking smack.
Right, right across the street.
Right across the street.
My dad got held up with a shotgun.
No fucking way, dude.
We'll get to that after.
Oh my god, that's crazy, dude.
Everybody knows if you're from those streets, you know what fucking Carl's Jr. we're talking about.
Yeah, right across the street, dude. Where all the fucking it's crazy over there, dude. But I remember I used to have to go see the therapist there. That's crazy. That's where you grew up at. And shout out to going to Santa Ana, which is a little bit more calmer, you know. It's still a little hood or whatever, but you are in the OC, so.
No, I think as long as it's different, like as long as you're not banging, you're pretty much good.
Yeah.
Like in Compton, anything could happen to you.
It doesn't matter if you're banging or not.
Yeah, you just keep your head down.
Yeah, I remember doing that shit.
Keep your head down. Tuck whatever you got.
Yeah,
tuck
like
whatever you got.
style and shit, just fucking.
You better put your shoes, wear your ugly shoes.
All the time. You better only have ugly shoes, right? Because what's the point if you're going to get jacked? Yeah. I remember people used to get killed for fucking shoes.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
You know, I remember that shit as a kid. You had to be mindful of where you were going, especially in the 90s and the early 2000s for sure, man.
Yeah. I'm trying to think on it, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mama, what is your passion right now? What is your number one thing? Obviously, I know, but I want the people to know. I mean, I think I know. I'm not sure. What's your number one passion right now? What's your thing?
See, this is a weird question because it's like I'm interested in different things, but like you would imagine fitness right now would be my passion. I mean, it is, but it isn't.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
maybe it's just something you already know how to do, and it's like okay.
Yeah, it's really fun. I don't know. Right now, it's strange. I'm just tripping out on, like, my passion right now is just I need to start reading, and I'm just seeing all this stuff about like the world and stuff and this life experience, trying to second guess, just question because we see all the crazy shit that goes on. You're like, what the fuck? Like,
so much crazy shit going on in the world.
Yeah, it's like the things that I'm doing, like, I don't know. It's a vague answer, but it's like that's kind of I'm trying to get back into like reading and shit and self-improvement, just calming down. Like that's kind of my passion, just calm down. And self-improve rather than trying to while out or do whatever I was doing.
Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense. It's funny because I feel like I'm kind of in that space where I still like to party, don't get me wrong, but more with family. Mm-hmm. I'm not really interested in like going out and partying with randoms anymore. It's more like just hanging out close with fam and like...
That shit's exhausting.
Yeah.
This is just kind of exhausting.
So it's like, what else are we going to do? So it's like... how to self improve. I want to like go back to journaling. Actually, I bought like a journal, and have I cracked it open? No, because I know it's like a commitment. Because once you start, you can't stop. Like the whole point of it is to do it every day. But I bought it. It's on my freaking nightstand, and it's like just a matter of picking up the pen and doing it. I'm a sick procrastinator, which I'm not proud of, but I'm a sick procrastinator. Like, I'll develop the whole idea of what I want to do in my mind, and then for some reason I'll just sit on my hands for a while, and just like it takes a while to get going. You know, drives my girl crazy. Like in the morning when I have to wake up, I need like all these alarms to get up out of bed, dude. And
getting up out of bed is easy for me. But that's like the only thing. Everything else is taking. I'm gonna be late.
Yeah,
it's gonna be late.
Now I'm late.
Just like today, I was late today.
I appreciate that you were late because, again, I'm a procrastinator, so it took me a while to get everything going and set up or whatever and stuff. So
it worked out.
It all worked out. You know what I mean?
Damn traffic jam.
You know, I just try to be chill now. You know, and like, I want to focus on like. For me, it's the Bible. Like, I really want to get back into it. You know, I don't want to make this a, like, religious thing. But for me, that's, like, because I feel like the world is crazy, man. Like, the things that this world is trying to push on us and the things that it's just scary, man. Yeah. That's all I got to say. It's pretty scary. So, for me, I'm just curious to see, like, to deeper into the Word. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Just because I feel like, hey, of all the things that you can read and all the things that you can put into your mind, I think that's something that, you know, FYI, like, it's good to have that knowledge, you know.
It's true, though. Like, I think why it's a big thing for us now is because we see, like, there's shit in control. Like, we're not, the world isn't just running how it's running, like, automatic. There's somebody messing around doing things, so now we're super interested. It's like, what the hell? So now we're all, that's like what I said, second guessing. You're like, that doesn't seem right. Like, and we don't have to go into details, but we obviously know, you know, we're over here paying our taxes and we're seeing where it's going, and we're like, oh shit, bro, this is not cool.
Exactly.
Like, you could pay for some other shit over here that would help us out or whatever. So, and but I was gonna tell you too, like, when you got on the Bible stuff, I was like, that kind of positive shit too, I'm on that too. But also, like, since this life is temporary, like, my real thing, even though I haven't done it, is like getting more in tune with like my relationships with my family. You know? Because time is limited.
Yeah, man.
And that's all you got. Because your homies aren't gonna stick around because they're gonna have families and have kids, and once their kids come into it, bro, there's no time.
Yeah.
So all that's left is like your mom or your dad or your sisters or whoever you consider your family, you know, who you adopt and you selected as your family. Those count like a mother.
Yeah.
You know, so I think that's what's important. Like, and as you get older, you're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
And you see them, you'll see them. It's like, oh shit, they look different now.
Mm-hmm. Everybody's getting older. Everybody's getting big. Mm-hmm. Every time I have a birthday now or a party that I go with the family, everybody's getting older. The kids are getting bigger. Like,
yeah, it's crazy, right? Because you just wake up one morning and you go to a family barbecue, and then it starts. Mm-hmm. The timer starts, and you're like, because you still feel young. Like, if you're lucky enough to where you still look young, when you're older, you don't notice this shit.
Yeah.
If you look 35, and if you're 35 and you look 35, you've probably navigated that space probably the same route. But when I think when you're like, you look super young because you don't notice it when you look in the mirror, or like people still ask you, like, are you 20? Are you in your mid 20s or early 20s? So you feel like it.
Yeah.
But then you realize you're like, no, I'm 33. Like, you're shook. Like, oh, okay. So since you don't really think about it, now you go see your relatives at a barbecue. It's like, it smacks you in the face. You're like, oh shit, my mom's got a lot of gray hair, or you know, your uncle looks like he's getting old, and you're like, oh shit, that was, you know, uncle at the barbecue.
Yeah,
he's getting old, dude.
Yeah.
Serious.
Every birthday.
So that's my thing. Yeah, so that's my thing right now, is like, I need to get my head out of my ass and actually like make time for people.
Yeah.
But it's hard though. People do get on your schedule.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard for everybody because, like you said, everybody's going through their own thing and having their own families and their own relationships. But yeah, man, family and relationships, I think that's the number one thing, you know, because success is good, but I think if you don't have anybody to share it with, or you don't have anybody to be happy for you, it's kind of like,
now you need it.
you know.
You can have I always imagine, like, what if you have, like, a big mansion, right? You got all the furniture you want. It's white everything, right? Or black everything. But you ain't got nobody to do it.
Nobody to share it with?
Yeah, like, nobody sure when you have, like, a YouTube camera crew making your life look badass, right? It's like, all these dudes are just here to work. They'd rather be off doing
something
thing,
else, right? They don't even want to be here with you. You're just paying them to do it.
Yeah, so like, imagine that. It's like, I bet you'd rather have, like, a smaller pad, maybe with, like, some kids running around that look just like you. I mean,
maybe, you know, the kids, I think, is like, hey, if you don't want kids, it's cool.
Or some dogs, some puppies, or cats. Cool.
I want kids personally, but if you don't, it's cool, you know. But something to make your life meaningful, whether it's kids, dogs, animals.
Here's how I think: I want them, but to try and afford them in this place and with what the hell's going on, like it has me pumping the brakes for sure. Like if I could afford it though, like to where you're comfy, because I don't want to be. My mom already did that. I already did that struggling.
Yeah.
When I was a kid with my mom. My mom was a single mom. So I'm like, I don't want to bring my kid into. I want us to be able to go do this and go do that. It's like shit. Can't even like if I take a girl to Disney, that's like what $1,200 if you're trying to show it. If you're trying you can have a good time.
What did you say? 12.
Right. Because it's like if you go to both parks, that's like 4 bills.
I mean, I don't really go to Disneyland for that reason, bro.
I've never done it. This is hypothetical.
Yeah. That's crazy, saying, but you're right though. You're right, dude. And it's crazy because I spent a little more than that booking a cruise for me and my girl, but
ooh, yeah, that's a cruise though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I was gonna say like $1,200 for Disneyland for 2. I don't know, for one day.
It's gotta be for one day. Because I dated a girl, my last ex. She worked at Disneyland, so I got spoiled. And I was like, dude, there's no way you can bring someone here on the regular. You need a pass because it's like 3 bills. Yeah, it's gotta be 3 bills for park hopper thing. You get 2 of those. That's $600. And then if you get like food at the restaurant, that's plus drinks. So $150. Maybe 2 because you tip well. Because maybe you tip well.
Yeah.
That's like $200 plus snacks. That's like $900. That's like $800.
I just
plus the parking. We didn't even talk about. Oh my god, we forgot about parking.
You know what? I can't do it.
It's getting expensive.
I can't do Disneyland, dude.
You gotta be married.
Yeah.
You gotta be married.
I did Universal Studios, and that was very expensive as well. But I feel like that's a little bit for me. I'm more into Universal than Disneyland. But yeah, I get that people are Disney freaks, Disney lovers. You know, I didn't realize how much grown couples love Disneyland.
I don't know if it's a grown thing for now. I think it's just our generation.
Yeah.
Because right now we got the good Disney. We got the best shit. Like our parents or whatever, they kind of were right true. At the end where the cartoons. I don't know.
That's true.
We got
right.
it
You're
where
right.
like Toy Story was like right when we were boom like conscious. You know, remember replaying that or The Lion King. My bad. Right, Lion King. So we got really good Disney. Everybody so all of us that are grown ups, we're spending our money on Disney because we love it. So I don't think the kids that if you're having your kids, I don't think they're gonna go Disney crazy because they watch.
I have some homies whose kids are Disney crazy, dude.
Like over the new stuff. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm out of touch.
They're crazy, dude. Like you said, you wanted to have kids. Your kids are probably gonna be Disney kids, dude.
Shit, if I have kids.
Yeah, if and when, you know, if you want some.
Yeah, maybe. Most likely they will be. Like, I'll show them the good stuff.
I can't wait for. Yeah, I don't want to talk about Disney movies, but I mean, The Little Mermaid's gonna come out and it's gonna be lit, bro.
I heard about that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna be the first in line to watch that shit. I don't give a shit.
Nice.
You know?
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I love The Little Mermaid, and they're gonna come out with live action. So fuck it. You know, everybody's hating on Homegirl because she doesn't have red hair. I think that's the thing.
I hear the drama, but it's like, you know what? They're gonna do what they're gonna do.
It's a cartoon, guys.
You have like, I get it. You can have your opinions and stuff, and you can voice your opinions, but for sure, like, we just gotta stay out the BS. Just the movie's coming out.
Let's see it first.
Don't watch it.
Yeah,
it's cool, but it looks. I want to see like, how they're doing all. I like the CGI and all that crazy stuff, so I want to see them do it.
Did you? Okay, what movie? Speaking of CGI, what movie did you like as far as that came out recently with CGI? Did you have any
Avatar.
movie that impressed you? Okay.
Avatar. Well, except for I actually had to watch it on my TV because it's like I have a nice TV. So when I watch the scenes now, I'm like, holy shit, they look like real people. It legit looks real. Like they just painted them blue. It's crazy. So that one really impressed me, but I hated that I had to watch it in 3D. I hate watching movies in 3D.
Yeah, I don't like it particularly either.
It makes it fuzzy. And I'm like, dude, I need my glasses.
And I get all sick and shit.
Yeah,
I get all fucking motion sickness, dude.
So I'd rather just get them in the regular 12, the regular little cheap ass ticket.
I don't know what it's called, but just the regular.
Still want the reclining seats though.
Yeah, of course. You have to have reclining seats.
But not the 3D, bro. Just take the 3D out.
I don't like the 3D either. Mm-hmm. Which CGI did least impress you? It was like pretty lame, and you're just like, wow.
Black Panther.
Yeah.
Black Panther has the worst CGI at the end, but it was because they ran out of time during the production. They ran out of time on Black Panther, so it looks terrible at the end. That's why everything's moving really fast. When he's fighting,
that last
scene, everything's spinning. It's just a blur because they have to hide all the shit. So that one was the worst. That's probably the worst CGI I've seen. I like Pinocchio. That one was cool.
Yeah, you like that one?
It made me feel like it was stressful. I was like, what the fuck? This movie's just bad shit happening all the time. And Geppetto's just letting this dude go to school by himself.
Yeah.
What the hell's going on?
Yeah, I didn't like that one.
But I thought it was funny. I was like, and it looked good. I thought it looked pretty good.
I don't know. I felt like I like Pinocchio with Jonathan Taylor Thomas. You remember that movie?
Oh, yeah.
Remember that one, dude? Where he's like a kid. Yes, dude. Remember when he was a wooden puppet? Like, that's my favorite Pinocchio adaptation. You know what I mean? And I think they do the crazy, the whale scenes and the donkey scenes. I like that whole, like, take on the donkeys. You know what I mean? And the fact that they make them the way they make them jackasses, obviously, you know. When you're little, you don't get the reference between the donkeys and being a jackass and why that happens to him and this and that. But as you get older, you're like, that's what happened. That's why that happens to him, right? But yeah, I think the graphics were cool, but I didn't care for I think it was dark. That's why. Yeah. I was like, that Pinocchio's pretty dark, and I don't know if he really loves his kid or not, but he's kind of like crazy.
It was just stressful. I was like, what the hell's going on? But I was like, it's cool, because I never thought they would do it, so I'm like, oh, I'll watch it. And Tom Hanks is pretty cool, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, he's Tom Hanks, Forrest Gump. You know, actor, he's. It's crazy to see him now because he's getting older.
In that movie,
I don't like him.
An idiot.
Yeah, I don't like him in that movie. It paints him as a not, and that's a trip too because Geppetto's usually a sympathetic character in Pinocchio, and this one he's not.
Yeah.
You know, it's hard to like him. And I think that's another reason why I was like...
It was rushed. I was like, where's the pacing going? I was like, this shit is all over the place.
Yeah, that's another thing. Yeah, it was kind of... It made me a little bit impatient to see it, but it is what it is. Speaking of movies, music, all of that, what's your favorite or who's your favorite artist right now? What are you listening to? What's in your playlist?
Man, my playlist is pretty crazy, but it's kind of corny, but for sure, it's like my favorite artist has always been Drake. It's always been Drake since I was
Drizzy Drake, man.
It's always been him since I was like...
Fucking Drake.
I was like right out of high school. No, in high school.
What class are you?
2007.
Okay, so you're 3 years younger.
This is like Best I Ever Had came out.
Best I Ever Had is the shit. I mean, Drake, I remember when Drake first came out, it was... Yeah, I have to agree with you, dude. Whenever I hear Drake, it reminds me of Pride. Gay Pride, you know, fucking gay clubs and just getting litty, you know, single with the homies. Just like, you already know, dude, you were there for some of this stuff.
Yeah, I was there. That shit was crazy.
You know, you were there with the crew and you know how we party. And
crew full of women. And I was like the only dude.
Yeah.
I couldn't get with any of them because they were... I was not on the menu.
Nah, you know? Dude. We're all fucking a bunch of lesbos and shit. Shout out to the Dabs crew. You know, that's why this Dabs podcast is named after. You know what I mean? No, because that's the crew. But Ray was one of the few... Did you go to Vegas with us?
Nah.
Okay.
Nah, I wasn't man enough to go there.
I mean, I think we invited you, dude. But
yeah, you did.
There was a crew of...
I was like, nah, dude, that's too much.
He said he couldn't handle it. And, you know, we used to party a lot. And right now when we still do. We just do it few and far between because we're all grown and doing grown folk shit now. But That's what Drake reminds me of. But yeah, all right. So Drake is the shit. You're going to his concert?
Hell no, I can't. Hell no, this is gonna be madness. Like me, I'm a real homebody. Like I don't. Like if it, I can party. But that shit is out of control. There's gonna be
too many people.
Fucking hotties everywhere. I can't.
Can't. I
can't.
No.
Like nah.
It's good to know like what environment you're like.
Yeah. Like, And I don't know. It's just, and not to mention like whatever section I'm be sitting in, I don't want to be up in the nosebleeds or whatever. It's crazy.
It's stupid expensive.
It's
like
crazy.
I looked to buy Usher tickets and I was just like,
yeah,
can't do it. I gotta pay my rent.
Yeah.
And even if I could do it, I don't know if I would pay like $3,000, $4,000 to go see somebody.
Oh no, nah, hell no.
Even if I had the money,
that's a Honda.
I'm not saying that I don't. It's just like, why?
Yeah, it's just crazy.
Yeah.
No.
For $3,000 to go on vacation.
I already have.
That's what I already
have a shoe addiction. I can't.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, exactly. I can't even do. I can't. One obsession can't include two.
You could only have one hobby. So when did you become a shoe addict? Because I don't remember you being a shoe addict back in the day.
It's when the pandemic hit and when I had nothing to do, and I was still working. So I was like, I'm not going out. We can't go out. All I was doing was working out and going to work. And I started seeing. I only wanted one pair. There's only one pair I wanted.
What'd you want? What started it?
The shoe that started it was the Jordan 4 UNC. So it was a light blue with the gray tab, and I was like, I don't even like Jordan. I was like, I don't even like Jordan. I don't play basketball. I didn't know anything about it, but I was like, I saw it somewhere. I saw it on Instagram. I was like, that is one pretty motherfucker. Oh my god. And I was like, dude, I'm gonna get it. So I started doing research because I was like, I didn't even know like what the line was. I didn't know like how many there were. So I was like, I don't want to get screwed over when I buy this shoe because I already know I'm not going to be able to get it. So I had to buy a resale. So I did my research and I just found a YouTube channel called, I found two. One was called Wear Testers and one was called Mr. Fomer Simpson. And the way that they
That's a brilliant fucking name. Mr. Fomer Simpson, that's
and
great.
They're cool dudes. It's him and his brothers. They're cool dudes, and they make great videos. And it kind of makes you fall in love with the sneaker rather than just like, oh, here's I don't know. It just makes you fall in love with it the way they shoot it and describe it. So I was like, dude, I really want those. So I got the pair, and I just fell in love with them. And I was like, dude, this looks so cool. And then I started looking at more and more, and I didn't just buy any pair. I was like, I really liked the old 90s shoe, obviously, because that's what I gravitate towards. So I started getting some of those. I didn't like all the crazy hype shit was too expensive anyway. I was like, I'm not paying $2,000 or $1,000 for a shoe. So I kind of stick with what's in where it's not ridiculous to wear it. Because I have expensive shoes that I bought that I paid way too much for. And I'm like, no, I can't wear them to this occasion. I have to wait for this occasion, Can't just like wear them to go out dancing because someone's gonna step on your shit or drop drinks. Right. Especially if she's a baddie, she's all fucked up.
Yeah. She's gonna drop shit on your drinks,
dropping it on
bro.
your shoe, and you're not gonna give a fuck. Right. Well, you are, but you're gonna be like, oh, it's worth it. If I could give it a
but it's not gonna be worth it.
It ain't gonna happen. You know why? Because her big ass friend is gonna come in and fuck it up for you.
Swoop her in because I was her plan all along. That's why. Ray.
I'm just kidding. I don't know.
I don't know either.
I'm just kidding.
I gotta grow now.
I've been watching too much Charles Barkley, so
Charles, man, that guy's crazy, dude. I love watching that guy, dude. Him, Shaq, Ernie, like the whole fucking shebang, dude. They're funny as fuck.
Yeah, they are.
You know what I mean?
They are very funny.
I find it like dope that you have a shoe addiction, bro, and not a shoe addiction in a bad way, but like that you're a sneakerhead. I think it's a better way to say it. That you're a aficionado of the sneaker.
I'm a big design person.
Okay.
I'm a big like.
What are you wearing right now? Let me see what you got here.
Oh, I got my old 2008 Bradford.
You guys are not gonna be able to see it. I don't think
these are my old cracked ones. It's like
I like them.
This is one of my first pairs as well. So I'm like, even though they're all cracked and they look old, it's like, dude,
I like them.
They tell like I've been wearing these for a minute. Like I wear my shoes. I beat them up.
I don't know. Like if I could buy something that I can't wear.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
Because at least once. I have Jordan Bred 11s that those are the only like Jordan shoes that I have.
Good choice.
Yeah, all red.
Very good choice.
Yeah, like I'm like, okay, these I need, right? But I don't know. I'm not really big into like shopping and I used to be, but Not anymore. I think it just depends what it is. I like going on vacation now. That's what I like spending my money on. You know, I like traveling. You know, I just like getting out of here. I get like 5 weeks at work now. I've been there a long time.
Yeah, you have been there.
Yeah, so now it's time to go out and travel. So, right. You know.
You can retire early out that place too, right?
I want to. I plan on it, but I need a backup. I need to keep working on my backup plan.
Yeah. I mean, if you can, and not to mention, you live longer when you work. It's just how it goes.
Yeah, I mean,
when you have a purpose to do something, you live longer.
Yeah, I mean, I want to retire when I'm 50 anyway. From there,
and
then just do my other shit. You know what I'm saying? Because that job is good and everything, but it's stressful. All jobs are stressful. I think at the end of the day, even if you love it, and I love my job, but still, who wants to work past?
Yeah, and knowing you don't half-ass it. You're not just going like. See, like there's people like me that I'm like, all right, fuck it. And there's people like her that are like, she's watching your ass how you're gonna clock in. So it's like there's a big difference here.
You know what I mean?
So I already know. Yeah, you take the shit.
You know,
it means something to you.
Yeah, I think especially because I've been there a long time, and now I get to like coach and mentor the young ones and like help them try to reach their potential, which is like my favorite part of my job, dude. Is to try to incorporate like life shit into work.
Yeah.
You know, with these youngins, because I get nothing but like 18, 19, 20-year-olds, and like
terrifying.
They're a fucking mess, dude. They're a fucking mess.
I can't imagine.
They're a fucking mess. Some of them are lazy. Some of them are just like, damn, your mom did not make you go outside.
Well, you know whose mom it was? It was one of our homegirls.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
One of your
and fucking, you know, these kids that their mom told them that they were special no matter what they did, la la la. Look, I love kids, and I get it. You have to speak life into your kid. I get all that shit. But you can't tell them that everything that they do is awesome when it ain't. Because then, when they go out into the real world, they think that just showing up is all that's needed.
Yeah.
Right? That they don't have to really put in effort. That they don't even have to really, like, do the job right. And it's okay that I just showed up. That's good enough. And it's like, no, that in fact is not.
Or they gotta like it.
Right.
It's not like that all the time.
Right. You don't have to like it, dude.
Your first job is probably you're not gonna probably like your first job, but that's what drives you.
That's the only one.
That's the thing that gets you to. All right, this sucks. I want to go get something better, and that's life after that.
You gotta work, man.
Yeah.
You gotta work to make money. That's just the bottom line. But some of these kids, boy, I'm just like. But again, that's the funnest part of my job because. If you don't give back to the young generation, who's going to do it?
Yeah.
Right? Number one. And then if you don't teach someone the way someone taught you, then you're not paying it forward. And I just think that's the best part. It's just paying it forward. Yeah. Doing your best, right? You can't force anybody, but you can do your best to be available, be a mentor, be a coach, all of that good stuff. And, you know, be available. That's it.
And our generation is we're an important link. We can make it so this younger generation has a smoother transition because we know the hard asses that were above us where they're more cutthroat where they're like, I'm not teaching this dude shit so he doesn't take my job or whatever, or they expect you to, when you hire in, they're like, go get me this, and they tell you the name, you're like, hey bro, it's my first day, what the but that's how it is.
Oh well, figure it out.
So it's like we know that we can be like, all right, he's gonna suck for a while unless we explain it to him. So you can say, oh, this sucked about my training. Let me try and fix it.
Exactly.
Or at least that's how I think of it. You know, when I train some new guy at work. So we're an important link there. So, but it is hard though because these little dudes are weird.
Yeah. That's a nice way of putting it.
Weird.
That's a nice way of putting it that they're weird, but they're
They're horny and weird, bro.
You know what? And they're so like sensitive. You know?
They like Ice Spice, bro.
It's their girls fight with them. Their girls are mad at them. I can tell. They come in at work and they're all like, you know, contemplating life, and it's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Oh, my girl, da da da. And I'm like, all right, well, can you like let that go for 4 hours so you could do your job, like, because you're gonna be back with her. You're 20, 19 years old. You don't need to figure out life right now, dude.
Oh man, women will put you through the shit, boy.
Don't I know? Don't we all know, dude?
Oh yeah, you'll be in hell. You'll be.
Yeah, and you're too young to give them that much power. That's what I try to tell these youngins. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're too young for that.
It's hard because they be fine.
Yeah, I know.
Because you're like, nah, I'll be in a situation too, like quite recently where it's like, remember I'll be posting on my Instagram where it's what is it? It's shit. Who is it? I forget. It's Boosie. It's Boosie, and he's like, I'm single, and you can get in my DM all day, every day. That's what I was gonna do, but then you see some baddie, and they're just like, oh shit, I'll be stepdad at this point. You're fucked up, dude. So women will do that to you. So you just gotta get your head straight.
Yeah, I know.
But when you're young, it's hard because you're stupid.
Yeah, that's true. And you're horny. Exactly. That's all you want to do is fuck. That's what controls. I remember being in my 20s. You were into
girls, so it was like, and she had this game. We used to go out and she'd fucking disappear.
That's very true.
She'd disappear, and legit. You know the scary part is one time we were at this club and it was two levels, and we're on the bottom floor, and she fucking disappeared, bro. And we turned around and she's. Got this other chick, she's pinned on the wall with some other chick. And we're like, what the fuck?
That was...
We've been here for 10 minutes. It was crazy.
I remember that. Fucking Ray, you were there.
Yeah, it was like this.
Damn, dude. That was some pimp shit. I've had some pimp moments. I'm not even gonna
Oh, yeah, we went to barbecues and she'll pick up some like hood, some hood bitch.
Oh,
she was fine. It was fire.
My 20s were good to me.
And they were pretty.
Were good to me.
You had pretty ones.
I mean, I only like pretty ones.
Pretty ones.
I only like pretty ones. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
The darkness are pretty.
Yeah, I mean, pretty is the only requirement. That's it. Mm-hmm. You know, pretty because
it's sweet.
All
pretty
shit.
and
Yeah,
sweet. It's over.
Yeah. My girlfriend right now, beautiful and sweet, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I forgot you had a girlfriend. I didn't say any of that.
No, it's cool, dude. Look, that was back in the day in my 20s. You know, that was a long time ago, dude. That was a long time ago. So. Ain't nothing I can hide. Why would I want to hide that? You know, she knows the dealio. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm 36 now. So that was at least 10 years ago. At least 10 years ago. So it's all good, man. That's what life's about. You got to fucking have fun. You know, I don't regret none of that shit. I'm glad that I'm more calmer. And I've been for the last like 6 years. Like once I turned 30, I was just kind of like, okay, now it's time to be selective with the shit. Now it's time to like dial back and like, you know, because... You try to be a player forever, you know, eventually you're going to wake up, you're going to be 40 something and you're going to be like, okay, I kind of missed a window of like enjoying life with somebody, at least trying to at the end of the day.
Yeah, the scraps, no.
Yeah. She's got 3 kids. Oh, la, la, la.
They're 25 and
That's
shit.
It, dude.
Old. You gotta go to their kids'
now
parties.
You're a stepdaddy or stepmama to a fucking 30-year-old and shit, a 20-some-year-old. It's like, nah. Dude.
I haven't thought about that. I haven't thought about when is my realistic time to shut it down and be like, all right, we're gonna build. So the rest of this time now, you're not gonna be, you know, out here picking up random chicks.
Yeah,
you know?
It'll get there, dude. How old are you right now?
33.
You'll get there, dude. So, I think everybody's different. Because especially when you're in a relationship. Like my longest lasting relationship was in my early teens, early 20s. Mm-hmm. You know, so that was when I was like committed. So that's why I was single for like the latter part of that. You know, like 10 years after, I was like really single. I had girls and dated whatever, but like committed relationship kind of thing. So that's why I'm like, okay, now I'm ready. So I think it just depends. Like you just can't. If you're somebody who likes to get in relationships, then you know. Your window of time is gonna vary. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
God, if an 18-year-old is watching this, and if you're in a relationship, my heart does go out to you, because that one's gonna hurt. Or if you high school sweetheart shit, if you're like younger than 18, you have your first girlfriend. Whoever has a first girlfriend right now, ooh, my heart goes out to you.
Va doler.
Because that one will hurt.
Unless you guys get married and have kids, which is like, it happens. We ain't here to say it doesn't happen. It happens. But it is rare. But for the rest of you guys, stay strong.
Damn. Yeah. If I knew then, like if I could go back in time and be like, I mean, I would just cut it off early. But the world.
What would you tell yourself? What would you tell your 18-year-old self, man?
Well, first I'd say don't go to that fucking party. Who knows? With a life path, but I don't.
Yeah, you're right. Because it's always at a fucking party where we meet them. Yeah, you're right, dude.
And I met her, and man, it was a done deal. I think after that party, we spent one day apart because we were getting to know each other, and then I don't think
in one day,
dude, for like years. We didn't stop seeing each other for like fucking 4 or 5 years. When shit got so bad though, that's when we stopped seeing each other. We break up and make up and break up, and move out, move in. Fuck, out of control. That's what I would have told myself. But if you don't get to do that, you just gotta tell yourself like, it's gonna hurt, but it's gonna be okay. Just don't embarrass yourself.
That's what I would tell myself.
Don't fucking do anything stupid like drive like a maniac with you guys in the car, or do.
We're both gonna fucking die.
If I can't have her, no one can.
Okay, I might have engaged in some of that toxic behavior. I wasn't the driver though. She was the driver.
Scary.
She was the driver. It was very scary.
Scary.
Especially when a cop pulls you over and she's acting like a crazy one, and you try to convince the cop let you drive and let you guys go home, which he did. Shout out to that Montebello police officer.
Ooh, nice.
Because he was cool. I was like, look, officer, her house is up the street. She's drunk. I'm trying to get her to let me drive, and she don't let me drive. So he told her, hey, either you let her drive or I'm taking you guys both to jail.
Oh shit.
She let me drive. We drove at the house. That's when I knew it was like over.
Yeah, there's always a moment.
Like, yeah, this is. Yeah. You almost got me arrested. You got me fucked up.
Yeah, there's moments.
You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I wouldn't deal with that in my 30s for sure, dude. Like that's not something you deal with as you get older. So, that's the beautiful thing about getting older. Yeah,
that is the beautiful thing about life. You do learn from these experiences, and you have them as chapters in your book.
That's true.
If you have them as chapters in your book, it'd be
true.
a real shitty one. You try and make those short.
Yeah, right. Short and quick, and learn the lesson. Like, I don't know who says it, but I'm sure it's a famous philosopher or whatever. That if you don't learn the lesson, God's gonna keep trying to teach it to you in many ways.
Yeah.
It's going to keep presenting itself in different ways, manifest itself in different situations until you get it. Then you learn another lesson, right? It's all about the journey. So it's crazy that that's the way life is, right? Because you're just trying to figure out why the fuck is this happening to me, or why the fuck am I going through this or whatever. But at the end of the day, it's all a lesson and try to make you a better person. I guess. I hope. That would be the best case scenario, right?
Oh, yeah.
Because we don't freaking really know, per se. But that would be the best case scenario.
You get a very limited amount of time, right? And but you also don't get a whole lot of time to use that time, because first 10 years you're a kid.
Yep.
And then from 1 to 16 you could barely do anything. Maybe you could fuck around and get pregnant. That's about the only thing you could do.
That's it,
right?
And then your life is like somewhat over for the next 18 years.
Yeah. And then you're wilding. Then you can't keep a man because you want to keep wilding. Because you haven't done it yet. And
you're rebelling.
And he should leave your ass to go do it. Because he's just, both of you guys are just, the timing's wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, getting pregnant at 16, I mean, fuck, that's...
And I was going to tell you, too, to rewind a little bit, when we were talking about your past, I was like, don't regret that, because not everyone can pull. You can't be ashamed, because not everybody gets to pull chicks.
Yeah, I mean, no, definitely not ashamed. Definitely not. I'm not ashamed. Definitely not ashamed of those days, bro. I had very pimpish moments, for sure.
Yeah. We rode, and it was a pretty group.
Yeah.
We had a pretty group, and they were...
Shout out to the Daps crew. Elaine, Denise, everybody.
The twins, right? Mm-hmm. And then we had...
the homies Lois, fucking Natalie. I can't name everybody because they're going to be like, oh, you did fucking everybody, dude. Everybody, bro.
Especially Crystal.
Rashizi, Crystal, everybody,
and then her crazy ex, I forget her name.
Oh, no, we're not going to name her.
Right.
But
no, don't name it. I'm just saying. But
we know who
that
is.
Big part of life.
Yeah.
Big part of those times.
Yeah.
Great times.
Ah, man. Great times. Getting high in the Jeep.
Super stoned. We'd be in the apartment super fucking stoned.
Clouds would just be coming out, dude. I mean.
Poor neighbors.
Yeah.
With other crazy asses.
The kids probably got pretty stoned.
Taking fucking shots in the kitchen.
Hey, but we were at home. We were at home being safe, You know
what's funny? That is one of the only places that I felt safe. In another person. Remember Kristen Soprano, her big ass?
Yeah, you know what, dude. You're probably thinking about it right now.
Now that I remember her bedroom,
yeah,
it was just this giant fucking bed.
Yeah.
You had like one little way to walk in this giant bed, and she'd bring up this weapon, bro.
The weapon of mass destruction is what we're gonna call it.
It was kind of cute, but I was like, oh, sorry.
No, you're good.
I was like, you poor thing.
Hey, dude. Yeah, exactly. Look, Crystal, you know exactly what we're talking about, fool. And
out of pocket. Just keep it out and shit.
Show it. But, hey, you guys want to see it? No, dude. We don't. We don't want to see it.
That was home. That was home.
It was a good spot. We used to. That apartment in Bell was a good spot. You know.
It kind of makes me want to drive by it, like just to check it out, just to be like.
She lives close by to there, so.
Oh yeah.
When I go visit her, yeah,
no shit.
yeah, she lives close by.
Yeah, man.
Shout out to the homie. You know what I mean? She's doing well. She's doing well, man. Her and Papo are doing good.
I miss her now that we get to talk about her.
I'm trying to tell her to come
ass.
on this fucking podcast. You know,
no,
have some bro time. But
does she always have a cool haircut still?
Oh, right now she's letting her hair grow. Her hair is long as fuck, actually.
Really? I'm surprised she doesn't have it fucking shaved off on one side like she used to.
Nah, man, that's. She wants to cut her hair. She thinks about it a lot, but
she cool.
regrets it.
She was so cool. I don't know if she's still cool.
She's still cool. She's still cool.
She was so fucking cool. Man.
She's always gonna be cool, you know. Crystal's always gonna be cool. She's always gonna be who she is. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to the homie Temper. She's just a lot calmer now. You know, it's just like as we all do. We get older, we're just kind of like, okay, let's relax.
You have enough.
Yeah.
You're like, all right, I've had enough.
Yeah, you're a little tired and shit and stuff like that.
I take a hangover so often.
Yeah, I can't deal with hangovers anymore. You know, so I try not to have them for sure.
2 or 3 days now.
Yeah, for me,
like
you know,
days.
I really don't have hangovers anymore.
Well, I mastered what I drink now, so I know what is gonna tear me up and what's not.
Yeah.
No mixing.
Don't mix light and dark. Young kids, don't drink light and dark. Well, man, quick question. How many tattoos do you have? Do you have a number?
I lost count after 40.
Damn, you have more than 40.
So, I don't know.
What's your favorite? Do you have favorite tattoos?
I do. I have a couple of favorites, to be honest.
Let's see.
This one with the Native American chick with her boobs out.
Okay.
That's always my favorite. Because it's just anything that... And I have a lot of, like, female-oriented tattoos because...
Oh, shit. Is that a Darth Vader?
Yeah,
Who is that?
That's on Kylo Ren, but I have a Darth Vader on my shin.
Ren. All right.
I got Vader on the shin there. But, yeah, I like the shark one on my hand. Like, just eating someone's leg. I've got my chest tattoo.
Yeah, that's crazy. That is a shark, huh?
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy, dude.
I have a street shark on my thigh for all you 90s kids that like cartoons.
Oh, yeah. I remember those guys.
Yeah. I've got, I got a big Pennywise tattoo that I like.
Oh, fuck Pennywise, dude. Scared the shit out of me when I was little, dude. Fuck Pennywise.
Fuck
Pennywise.
I have a Chucky tattoo as well. I got horror movie tattoos. I got all kinds of shit.
1989, that's the year you were born?
Mm-hmm.
My brother
I just made it, right where we're still cool.
Yeah. You had one more year and that's it, bro. You would have been...
Slid right under.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because 1990 doesn't look cool.
No. Neither does 2000.
But it is cool, but still. Yeah,
Neither does 2000.
2000, all I can think is with spiky hair. and Backstreet Boys, which was badass.
I did love the Backstreet Boys. They're the shit, dude. For sure. Mm-hmm.
Can't hate on it.
No. And if you do, you're full of it.
I was like, dude, they were grinding. Mm-hmm. These were street dudes learning choreography, and it was lame.
It was super lame, but it was the shit, dude.
It was cool.
The dramatic of the music videos.
Oh, yeah.
It's raining, and they're just like...
G5 in the background, or whatever it was back in the day.
It was the best, dude.
Crazy. You could see that Backstreet Boys, and it could be a rap video. The next one.
You're right.
The same.
You're right.
It was great.
I love it.
R&B video.
Boyz II Men.
2000s R&B was 90s and 2000s.
90s and 2000s, dude. Boyz II Men.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking B2K.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to B2K, dude. Yeah.
My cousins were super into them. They lived in Southgate as well. They were super into B2K.
B2K was a shit. Shout out to Omarion and shit, you know?
They had super shiny ass lips all the time. I remember that shit, bro.
Right? Fucking Ray, dude. Because they fucking were putting on lip gloss and all this other shit, dude. Super shiny IMX. Lips. I remember IMX. They were the shit, you know?
It's distracting, bro.
I mean, I
right? Because I was like, because the camera would be right here on their face.
Because, dude, you had to
blinging.
Their haircuts. Yeah. They did have manicured nails, and they were very feminine.
I was like, bro, it's for chicks, but you're hanging out with your female cousins, and I'm like, little kid. I'm like, this is great.
I loved it. I loved it.
Shiny lips.
I had stickers of them everywhere in magazines, and
Aaliyah.
That's what I spent. R.I.P. baby girl.
Right.
Yeah, I want to name my kid Aaliyah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my next one.
That one was a big one. I still can't watch your videos. I feel I'm all like, are we in a relationship? Like, I'm delusional when I think about Aaliyah. Like I go fucking psychotic. I'm like, are we
Why,
in a relationship? Dude? You know, just so pretty.
She's and so Leah Selena.
And she was cool.
Selena was
any chick that wears a backwards hat.
Mm-hmm. And has a fucking bangs right here. What's the shit?
Like that. That's probably why I do my hair this way.
Is that why?
What the fuck? I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Let's not psychoanalyze the shit.
Let's not. I mean, I was just gonna ask you. So like.
Nah, but maybe.
Last time I seen you, you were not this buff. I think you had tattoos, but.
Yeah, I had a sleeve.
Definitely no buffness. So, what inspired this change in lifestyle and physique? I guess.
Yeah, it is a big change because I was Mr. I was Mr. Don't go to the gym. What the you can't eat whatever you want. You're just gonna waste all this time and blah blah blah. But what happened was, I realized how I was managing my time. Like, oh, no, here's the real trigger. I went to work and I was putting on my work boots and I legit had to bend over. I had to hold my breath to tie my boots. Because I was like, it was getting crazy. I was gaining all kinds of weight and it was like an age thing. Just because you can eat whatever McDonald's every day, like I did for years and nothing happened. I was very skinny. And then one day, one week, I did the laundry, right? I wore a shirt. It was cool. Threw it in the laundry, or threw it in the dirty laundry. A week passes by. I do the laundry again. I throw the shirt on. And I'm like, hey, bro, what happened to my shirt? It doesn't fit anymore. It doesn't fit the way it did last week. I legit asked my mom. I was like, did you do something to my shirt? And she's like, no, what are you talking about? And I'm like, dude. And it just turned out like whatever happened during that week, that aging process, I was gaining weight now with the normal diet of fast food and whatever. I just started blowing up.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So and then as soon as I had to tie my boots and hold my breath, I was like, hell no. So I got a gym membership. I didn't know what the hell I was doing because there is a thing to it. You can't just go and move shit around. Because that's what a lot of people do. They just go and they move shit around 10 times and they fuck off. It's not gonna work. So I started just messing around for a year. I didn't know what I was doing, but I was like 3 times a week, right? And then I started watching videos and like how to properly do stuff with the dumbbells because I was only using machines. And I was like, okay, because I was intimidated by the weights.
Yeah, that happens. That definitely happens when you go to the gym.
It's a different thing when you're new, when you walk in and you see all these guys or girls and they're doing this, taking the benches. It's like, oh, they know what they're doing, and I don't. So you shy away. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna watch a video, try and learn how to do this. So I started watching videos, started practicing at home. And then you have to watch the proper video. You can't just watch some gym thotty that's fine as hell.
Yeah, that's true.
Teaching you how to grow a bigger ass. It's not gonna work. You gotta watch some legit watch bodybuilders. Yeah. They might be huge and shit, but they're taking steroids. That's why they're so big. But the technique is there because they wouldn't be able to get this flawless whatever physique in their eyes and get all this muscle. So you have to watch bodybuilders. You can't watch like these fake fitness gurus trying to sell you something. Just the guys that are teaching you, hey, don't bend your back this way because it's gonna hurt when you do this, so you have to hold it this way or this angle so you don't hurt your elbow. It's mostly if they're telling you how to bend a certain way so you don't hurt yourself, it's good. Not just like, here, pick this up, you know. And after I started watching videos, I started implementing them in the gym, and from going from not doing what they said to doing what he said, I saw a change in 2 weeks.
Oh, wow.
I saw a little bit of a difference. I saw my shoulders start to go round. And I was like, oh, it's kind of round, dude. No way. So I was like, all right, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do an extra one. I'll do an extra one when I come now. And I'll do them this way. So I started doing them that way. And then what else happened? Oh, and then I started realizing, okay, I go 3 times a week. Let's try 4 times. And 4 times a week, I looked a little better. Like, things started changing. So I was like, hey, you know what? 4 times a week's pretty cool. Let me try 5 times.
Yeah.
And 5 times, and there's a difference between 3 times and 5 times.
For sure.
And 5 times is real good. You'll look real good. You'll start to see some changes. You'll see
that's facts.
this and that, right? You'll see your skin kind of sink in. It's just because it's getting thinner because you're not putting all this fat or whatever in your skin. And then I said, well, let's try 5 times. It was pretty sick. Let's try 6 times a week.
Damn, dude, that's commitment. 6 times a week is commitment, dude.
So 6 times a week, and now I'm like, oh, I look really good, and I'm doing the same routine all the time. I'm not doing anything where I'm jumping off of shit or, I'm not in the air. If you're in the air, something going on.
No bueno. No bueno. When I'm doing good, I go 4 times a week now. That's to me, that's good. You know,
this is psychotic. And there is us who have to do it. We have to force ourselves to not go because we're something wrong with us. But it works out. So 4 times I get real shit going on.
Yeah.
You don't have time to be in the fucking gym.
I don't, and I don't want to be in the gym every day just because I want to do other shit and I want to just chill and kick it or whatever. But and I was gonna ask you what your workout regimen was, and do you have like a special diet now to maintain?
Who's gonna watch this? She's gonna love this answer. I have a special diet, but I don't contribute. I don't partake in the preparation of it. It's taken care of by my wonderful roommate, who she preps all the meals for me.
Nice.
And she takes care of my ass like I'm so
That's beautiful.
And
because that's a big deal, right? That's a big part of it is your nutrition.
Unfortunately, it is. It is a very big deal because I'll go do the same routine, same hours, same intensity because I love the gym. There's not a time in the gym where I don't want to be there unless like I'm going through some female bullshit. That's the only time I don't want to be in the gym. And but I'll change my diet. I'll go from I'll just have pollo bowls and shit from restaurants or from fast food or whatever. I'm like, it's chicken and rice. I can have that chicken and rice, and then I'll have the stuff she makes, which is just homemade from your kitchen, and you'll see from like getting no veins and getting kind of thick. You notice your love handles are kind of coming back when you twist, and then when you eat healthy, you notice that shit, I got veins coming in. My face changes. You can see a big difference in my face. My face blows up first. So you can do the same things, but if you mess up the diet, it's not gonna work. You're still gonna be buff, but you're gonna look kind of thick and chubby because of it.
Yeah.
So that's the problem.
Definitely. Well, last couple of questions, my man. Let's see. We already talked about a lot of this stuff, my man, just in the flow of the conversation, which is something that I really appreciate, my man. So let me tell you something, dude. And this is like just an off the wall question, right? To end it, right? What do you think about girls that have OnlyFans?
Oh, shit. In what way?
Like,
I'm sure they're very pretty.
What do you think? Okay, maybe a better question is, and this is to wrap it up, right, with something fun.
Yeah, something fun.
Would you date a girl that has OnlyFans?
Hell no. Hell to the no. That's fucking crazy.
Why not, dude?
Okay.
Why wouldn't you date a girl with OnlyFans? It's just toxic.
I mean, if you're a dude and you're open-minded or whatever, let's say if you're big balling, you're not gonna care. But if you're a normal dude, you're gonna care because obviously you don't date to not love this person or because there's something about them that you want to see every day. And you can't just be that have somebody out there like showing that shit off, or advertising it, because men feel some type of way when you watch this shit happen. You think that they're like, okay, I'm just gonna watch this and finish off and fuck off. These dudes are wired different because they're gonna pay. They know a normal guy will be like, I can watch this shit for free. But this dude is kind of different. He's going to pay so he can watch you do this weirdo shit because it's a connection now. It's more personal now. Now he's paying. He's giving you something. So he kind of feels like he owes you something. So now he can message you or say some weird shit. And he might see your ass on the street. Now your boyfriend's got to do some weird shit.
Yeah, I equate it to, and I'm going to get a lot of flack for this one, but I don't, because, I may or may not have done this before in the past, but I think it's the same thing if you date strippers or exotic dancers. I just feel like you got to be built different, wired different to date somebody who does that for a job.
Yeah.
Whether they're a good person, bad person, sleeping with people or not sleeping with people, I just feel like when you know that your person is giving a part of themselves away like that, it makes it a little bit harder to trust in their feelings or trust in what they're telling you. I mean, for me, you know, not to say that they're bad people, because I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying that it would impact the way that I could carry a relationship with this person.
Oh, for sure. I mean,
you know,
they could be real nice people, but I mean, you can't do that on a daily basis. You can't deal with that on a daily basis because you're not wired that way. You're not comfortable being a stripper, so why? So it's like, and not to mention, like, just because she's not fucking anybody, she's still feeling dicks, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah, she's still letting the dicks be
bricked up, you know, like, and she's doing her magic on me and making me think that she really likes me and shit. It ain't. She don't really like you.
No, she doesn't. She's just really good at her job.
Yeah, but it's like fuck, bro. So it's like it's cool, but it's like I don't disrespect them because they've been nothing but nice.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever I go to the strip club, they're nothing but really nice. Sometimes they're not even pushy. Sometimes they'll just come and chill with us. Mm-hmm. We don't even give them money. We're just like chilling there.
That's also true.
Yeah, so that's I can't also even disrespect. But it's like, yeah, unfortunately, the reality is you're in the dating pool. A person's already dating. I mean, he's already going through shit. He's already going through life. This is an option. This is optional. I'm bringing you in. Why are you, I'm not bringing you in to fuck my shit up.
Yeah, exactly.
Just the way I don't want to fuck your shit up because you're so pretty or whatever. I really like you. I want to keep you.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to cause any problems. I'm willing to take on some of your crazy shit to be with you. But it's like, if you're smart, you'll just stay the hell. You could date them or whatever, but you obviously know you're already like checked out, kind of. You gotta just stay checked out, unfortunately, until they give that shit up.
Exactly.
Then
so it's because it's hard to make a commitment and it's hard to like really dive deep into that kind of relationship because you already have to be mindful of what they're doing every day and. Yeah. Ain't nobody calling nobody a whore or nothing like that, but I mean, you gotta understand the reality of what goes on in those places.
Yeah, and it's like, bro, I'm at work like, and you're going to work fucking. It's crazy. It's crazy in there. God.
It's crazy in strip clubs. You can't talk about it. You can't act like it's not. It's crazy.
You can't compare. Like if you're in an argument, yeah, you're not bringing in the cash like she is, but. That shit
but
don't
you're
matter.
also not shaking the ass like you are. You know what I'm saying?
Can't take that money with you when you're gone anyway.
That's for sure. Keep what you want to yourself. You know, I'm too jealous.
And when you get too old to fucking strip,
what are you gonna do?
What you gonna do? The man who loved your crazy ass even when you were stripping, even though he's a fucking simp. I'll tell you that. But whatever. That's another one. We could definitely talk about that in the next conversation, my man. I really appreciate you coming on, spending your time with me, dude, and catching up. You know, we haven't seen each other in a long time. So, guys, the homie Ray. All right, thank him so much for coming. And again, we're gonna do this again next time because we have so many topics that we could cover. Oh yeah, dude.
You know what
crazy.
I mean?
This was a good time.
Yeah, I really appreciate you coming on, my man. If you guys want to know more about him, he's part of my IG friends. So follow my Instagram, CrazyBaller32. Follow my Facebook, and you'll find the homie Ray. I'm not gonna tell you all his information because
And we'll keep that to a minimum.
Yeah, if you know him, you know him. If you know me, you know him. That's just the way it's gonna be. Thank you guys. I'll see you guys on the next episode. Good looking out. I really appreciate you guys. See you next time. Peace.